Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Jeff Moore, published author, professional trader for 17 years, and this is The Ripple Effect. All right, everybody. Hey, welcome back to the show. Today, we're going to be watching a video from The Bearable Bull. Now, The Bearable Bull is, I've been following him for about 4.5 years. And again, I remember first watching his channel when he had less than 5,000 subscribers. Now he's like 180,000 or something. Big XRP guy. So that's what I'm going to watch today. It's going to be the first time that I've seen this video. We're going to do it together. So let's go ahead and check out this video from The Bearable Bull.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is The Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. And what'll be an important reminder and an important video to continue to give you all the confidence you need to hold strong for the next couple months into 2024 in this crypto bull run. Here, this next week, what we should be about to experience are the last pullbacks before the 2024 bull run. And I believe we are in the early stages of a healthy correction that we're going through right now. No need to.
Hey, really quick, guys. I've been trading the markets for 16 plus years. This is correct. Right now, it's nothing more than a pause before the explosion, right? We're getting higher highs, higher lows. So if you're discouraged out there, don't be discouraged. It's coming. It's coming.
The fear. We're experiencing higher lows and higher highs. And this is what every single person should have as perspective. From blockchain backer, if you look at Thanksgiving 2022 versus Thanksgiving 2023, it's night and day. Last year, we were having FTX collapse on us into the new holiday. And this year, we're having Bitcoin retracing with the rumors of a Bitcoin ETF on the horizon. And trust me when I say, with BlackRock advertising Bitcoin and crypto left and right, we cannot be stopped. This bull run is inevitable.
It is inevitable. And the ETF situation is a huge deal. And I love what I said a minute ago. Thanksgiving. How many of you out there right now for Thanksgiving had that talk? They're like, so how's that Bitcoin thing going, right? How's that Bitcoin thing going? Oh my God. I don't know about you, but my family's asking me that all the time.
Our profits are priced in, and all that's left to do is wait to continue to accumulate and go through the rest of this market cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, this is from XRP Drops. Remember when Larry Fink talked about tokenization of securities and their role in ETFs? BlackRock has been preparing, laying down the foundation for the inevitable. And I'm excited for what's about to happen next.
This technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means. People are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in an ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. We will, and if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
it does change the whole ecosystem. This ETF, Bitcoin, the big deal. I remember when the ETF for gold was introduced, that's what exploded gold. I believe this is going to be the exact same thing. BlackRock, we know, is gigantic. I believe the largest fund manager on planet Earth. This is a big deal. It's coming. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. And look at this. The 1% of the world are already set up with blockchain. The top elite, they're already good to go. And guess what, guys? We got in before them. It's a beautiful thing.
I don't know about you, but time and time again, I show you video clips of the 1%, the people that control trillions of dollars on the planet, telling you what the future is. The future is tokenization. Larry Fink controls most of the money on the planet, and you're still asleep at the wheel. XRP is uniquely equipped to fill this use case. And yet again, I'm going to provide you another example of the 1%, letting you know that they're already set up with blockchain and digital infrastructure. They've admitted it. But have you, the average Joe at home, gotten your piece of the pie?
We have.
Have you stacked your pennies next to the billionaires' dollars?
You betcha.
If you haven't, these will be your last moments.
If I may ask a question, it's still a pretty wide gulf, and it's sort of like there's a world that was pre all of the developments with, the cloud, etc. And then there's the post world, and post world is pretty rapidly adopting these, but the rest of the world is not moving to that very quickly. So, one part of our business model actually is that the technology we develop for our business, we also license to others. So we license to other financial institutions. So all sorts of things that we build in our business, we will actually license and offer to other companies. And it's still really hard. The adoption is still really slow, and it's really hard. And I think it'll pick up. I think things will go more rapidly. Whatever 1% of the world's assets are digital and 99% are still analog. So there's still a lot of work that has to be done to bridge that gap. But it has been probably slower than I would have thought.
No, guys, that is an important point that I need to hammer home. And I'm always reminded of a quote stated by Christine Lagarde. It takes longer than you originally think, but then it happens all at once. And that has 110.
That is the way it goes, guys. I mean, just when we think that nothing's going on, bam, we wake up, XRP's at $5, $6, $7. That's the way it's going to happen. You're going to go to bed one night and you're going to wake up and it's going to be $6 or $7. I mean, look at that. XRP to enter 1.2 quadrillion derivatives market. That's going to be huge. I trade options. I trade derivatives of stocks. It's a gigantic market. This is exactly what's going to happen. And if they enter the derivatives market, it's over. It's inevitable, guys. It's inevitable. Hang in there strong.
10% been the case with XRP. And a big reason for that has been the lawsuit, has been the case, has been the regulatory uncertainty in the United States. But we need to be reminded about the magnitude of the markets Ripple is trying to conquer. XRP will enter the $1.2 quadrillion derivatives market one day. Remember this ISDA and Ripple partnership. As earlier in August 2023, Ripple announced its membership with the International Swaps and Derivatives Association, and this strategic move came as a pleasant surprise to every person in the XRP army, as we have always speculated that there is a big chance that if XRP could ever one day reach the $10,000 marks that some people speculated it would only be possible if we tapped into derivatives. And that was a major step. That is a major stepping stone. That is a
10,000 might be a bit much. If they do enter the derivatives market, I'm looking for $50, $100, maybe 110, 120. It could get to 1,000. Nobody thought Bitcoin wouldn't. I mean, we all wanted to, obviously, but look at that statement. If you really want to make money in blockchain, then you should be looking at derivatives. 100%.
A major point, and we cannot dismiss it. If you really want to make money in blockchain, then you should be looking at derivatives. And you should never forget that. Ripple is correctly positioned, and it's the only crypto on the planet that we can honestly say has that opportunity.
Attention retirees, if you're willing to be at your computer from 9 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. on most weekdays.
If you're interested in blockchain,
a little blurry,
and you want to make money, forget about sending money back to your uncle in France. This is where you should be thinking.
derivatives.
This is the size of the entire economy of the world right here, GDP. This is the notional principle of all derivatives. Okay? These are all forwards, futures, and options. And these are all derivatives except interest rate swaps. This right here, interest rate swaps. Biggest universe that most of you have never heard of. Millions of lawyers, millions of traders, millions of accounts. All that can be put on the blockchain. Okay?
Everything.
And all this clearing system and settlement system, which we took, Dodd-Frank is like this thick, this much of it has to do with clearing and settling of swaps. Okay, it's a nightmare. It's a mess. And we can take this whole system and simplify it with distributed ledgers.
Wow.
Okay,
Now, guys, I think you're all going to see where I'm going with this. As Crypto Eddie posted this clip of Navin Gupta at the Dubai Summit, stating that Ripple is making payments a smaller part of its vision. Originally, in the first clip I just played you, they talked about if you really want to make money in blockchain, don't worry about all these settlements, sending money back and forth from different countries. Look at the derivatives market. We always believed here in the XRP community that cross-border payments and settlements was the original use case to get Ripple tapped in to the infrastructure,
right?
to the SWIFTs, to the IMFs, to the BIS. But then at a certain point, they were going to pivot to derivatives. A lot of people want to try and paint the narrative that Jed McCaleb was over here an enemy of Ripple when he made Stellar. But I think Stellar is going to take over that cross-border payments niche that everyone thinks Ripple is going for with XRP. And I think XRP is going to be delegated to the derivatives market. Here, please listen to Navin Gupta tell you that payments are now becoming a smaller part.
Look what he says. Don't worry about, or Crypto Eddie, don't worry about where digital assets are going. Invest in picks and shovels. You can't go wrong with that. Remember, back in the gold rush, the people that made the money were the people that sold the shovels. It wasn't the gold. It was the shovels to dig for the gold. So that's what they're saying here. Don't worry about the digital ad. Don't worry about where they're going, cross-border payments. Invest in the picks and shovels, the derivatives market. So what he's saying is XLM, in his opinion, is positioned to take over the cross-border, while XRP will focus more on the derivatives market.
Of Ripple's vision, and this continues to fuel the narrative that we in the XRP army have speculated for a long time.
As a Ripple, we are an enterprise crypto payment solutions company. Our payments is now becoming a smaller part. Lots of other things are emerging and becoming bigger and bigger. So let's take simply an institution that wants to use crypto for any purpose, either for tokenization, for payments, for custody. We are building solutions to essentially provide that. We are one-stop shop for an institution that wants to delve into cryptos, right? Information almost became zero cost. So you can send millions and millions of email. It really doesn't matter. All you pay is $39.99 per year, per month, or per year, depending upon your subscription fee. Exactly the same thing will happen to money as well. My advice would be, don't worry about where digital assets are going. Invest in picks and shovels. So Levi's, which produce jeans, people who were producing picks and shovels, you can't go wrong with that, because the industry will become 50, 100 times bigger, and the infrastructure will always win, irrespective of which digital asset wins.
Ladies and gentlemen, infrastructure will always win. Ripple and XRP are an infrastructure play. We're in the infancy stages of the crypto market. And if you don't get it yet, you're going to get left behind, or you're going to regret not holding this XRP. Guys, I'm going to cap off this video for today, leaving you with Brian Brooks, one of my favorite people in the crypto space, stating that when you have a company that's going to destroy, or at least disintermediate an incumbent, it will be hard for them to embrace the change. That is exactly what happened with Ripple and XRP in the SEC lawsuit. That is why we got targeted, because the JP Morgans of the world, who chose Ethereum for themselves instead, weaponized the SEC and innovation against Ripple.
So obviously, yeah, what he's talking about is the SEC targeting Ripple. We know that, JP Morgan, the Goldman Sachs, those of the world, they targeted Ripple. They were threatened by Ripple. So they chose Ethereum to give the free pass to, and then go after Ripple. But Yeah, that's what they're doing, man. The incumbents, the big guys, they are afraid that we got in ahead of them. They're trying to play catch up, so they're having the Gary Gensler and the SEC destroy this market so they can get their piece. Okay, but we, obviously we were smarter than them. They call us the dumb money. They're dumb, but that's what happened here, for sure.
One of their bigger competitors, Ripple, is disrupting the banking system. Ripple is disrupting the big banks. And that's what people don't understand. Ripple is the decentralized banking software company. And they're going to empower the smaller and medium-sized banks more than the big banks.
They're not going after the big banks, guys.
Ether was always
They're not going after the big banks. They're going after these smaller banks. The big banks think they already got their crap together. And I hate the fucking banks, dude. Hate those motherfuckers, dude.
big banker's coin. And that's what people don't understand. Is the U.S. anti-innovation? Not necessarily. But the incumbents were just scared.
I agree.
They were scared of banks going away. They were scared of their banking system being disrupted. But now they have no choice but to adapt and adopt.
No choice.
Features of a pre-technological age, and we can solve those problems and we don't need that anymore. Well, the incumbents get very worried by that. And we have analogies in our lifetime where I think we remember this, right? So if you think about the original internet, and you think about the fact that the original
Brian, they're too young.
Well, I mean, you know, the lights are bright. I thought I saw one person. I think Jim Asperger's out there. He's old enough because I knew him then. Okay. If you think about the original internet, in 1996, the internet came within one vote in Congress of being treated like a telephone company, right? There was a real debate about whether the internet should be regulated like a common carrier, and it almost was that way. And the reason for that is that the common carriers were super worried that long distance phone calling and all kinds of other things, that whole business model was going to be ruined by the internet. And it was.
Interesting.
To all of our benefit.
Yeah.
But incumbents have a very powerful ear, and regulators respond to their incumbents. So I can tell you, like in my seat, it makes you feel really special when Jamie Dimon makes the schlep down to sit in your office and talk to you for 2 hours. But that happened to me every month. It was really amazing. Like, oh my God. And the normal incentives you have when you're in that seat are the incumbent charter holders of whether they're state banks like Yelena or national banks like me or whatever, is I want these guys to be happy. These guys are my customers. In fact, in a prior era, some bank regulators did refer to banks as their customers. So when you have a technology that is going to destroy or at least disintermediate an incumbent, regulators are going to have, on average, I think we were a little bit different, but on average, it's going to be hard for them to embrace it. So is the U.S. anti-innovation? I mean, no one would say that they're anti-innovation, but they would all be super scared of banks going away or whatever their constituency.
That's the issue right there. It's not that they're anti, technology driven. They're scared. That's what it is. And they're trying to keep us down. And they're helping out the incumbents, and we were ahead of them. They don't know what to do because we beat them. The dumb money beat them, right? That's exactly what he's talking about. Exactly.
Constituency was. Incumbency is really powerful.
All right, that was a good video, right? Variable. I mean, I think the biggest thing that I take away is obviously, can XRP reach $10,000? I don't know, maybe. I hope so, just like all of you guys. But we are in a good spot. We're positioned well. Ripple took the SEC down. Coinbase is going to take them down next. Kraken hopefully will sack up and take them down. But we should be very, very excited. All right, just like the bull said, like that guy. He's cool. Hey, guys, do me a favor. I'm probably going to link the full video down below in the description. And also, thanks for joining us here in the Ripple Effect. If you guys are interested in trading, some of you might be interested in the options market or day trading the futures. I do a live day trading show. And right here on this channel, I post several videos related to option trading. Okay, make sure you join us, guys, in the next Ripple Effect. Give me a thumbs up on the way out. It really helps support this show. Spreads it out there, trying to get the message for XRP and Ripple. And subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. All right, everybody. We'll see you guys in the next Ripple Effect.